we have a young man that comes in here. He's got a beautiful layout of his own. His name's Chris Keeler, and he is an artist and an engineer. Interesting combination. And he's the guy that made the incinerator smokestacks I showed you a few weeks back, and a bunch of guys ordered them. And we were talking about bridges the other day, and he is 3D printing bridges, girder bridges. And he just brought me some samples last Saturday, and he's gonna make these for us, and we're gonna sell them. So I added him to the website for you to see, but I thought you'd like to see him. So what he's done is there's 3 straight sections that match basically Atlas dimensions. So this is a 10-inch straight right here. And then I got a 4.5 and a 5.5. And just look at that rivet detail. And again, these are plastic. So, and you could weather this just like it is. Chalks, if you want to follow the Dr. Jack technique, or you could spray paint it. I thought about, I might even paint it silver and go back over it with a lot of rust, like it looks in Philadelphia. I had a couple customers come in and look at it this week and say, well, heck, I wouldn't do anything to it. I'd keep it black. And you notice on the end here, he's got these flanges right here that they can fit together with the risers. See this? Let me turn it around here. You can see this little flange right here on the girder bridge. And I'll show you the risers in a second. And so they fit together really easily. And the other thing, you know, he's an engineer because look at this. He put an opening in all the pieces for wires. So if you want to string wire underneath these, in order to have multiple drops in a loop of track, you can just run the wire right inside the bridge, which I think that was really clever. So this is the 10-inch piece. I thought you'd like to see that. And then this is one of the risers. He's got 2 kinds of risers. This is it's kind of a steel beam type with all the rivet detail. And this is 1.5 inch across the top, basically. It's for a single track main line, right? And you can see this is the gap up here that the bridge fits into. So I can take this bridge and just slide it. Trying to do that without looking at it. Slide it right in and it fits. I mean, you don't have to screw it together like we did with the old Masonite ones, right? So really cool. So this is one of the girder ones. And then he's also done a wider girder one. So maybe you got his thing in the layout where this is too close together, and he's got another version that's wider. See this guy? A wider version. There's the slot again for the thing to go through. Very common subway elevated kind of thing in Chicago, right? I mean, just beautiful, beautiful. And not to be outdone by these, he also did an Art Deco version. And you could, I would probably paint this concrete color. And my wife's telling me maybe not. She's got other ideas about how to decorate this. But these are pretty outstanding. And again, this is available in a double in a wider configuration. And then
are they already assembled, Steve?
Yeah,
are they
they're already built.
assembled?
Yeah, you just buy them and put them together. You just put them
Wow.
put one piece inside another piece, and away you go. Now you're saying, well, what am I going to do with all these straights, Mr. Muffin? Well, hell, he's making curves. So he has got curve sections for every radius that Atlas makes. And so you could, there's a lot of you guys that, maybe not you guys, other people that say, well, I can't run 072 because I don't have 072 curves. I really want to get that 484, but I don't have 072 curves. Well, what I would do is put another loop on your layout, all in bridges with 072 minimum curves, and you can run big steam. I think this is a great solution. Is that the other Art Deco? My wife's handing me stuff here, so I don't mess it up.
Just got one.
I got them all in there. Yeah. Okay. So curves, straights. Now, if you go to our website, and I got share screen left is right here. Let's change it. All right. So if you go to our website, and you type in Sedge, because the name of his company is Sedgwick. I think I said that right. And type in Sedge and Bridge. It'll bring you to this page, and you can see them. And here are the risers, both types, steel and, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And um, steel girder and Art Deco, and two different widths. That's located here on the website. And then here are the straights on the website, and you can select this. I got to go over here to do it. No, I'm not doing this right. Let me go over here. So if you select that, you can say pick what length you want. These are very reasonably priced, and I'm not guaranteeing these prices are going to last because I think these are a bargain, honestly. But a 10-inch is $7.95. And then 5.5 and 4.5 are $4.95. And then we can go back. I can go here. Then over here, he's basically laid out a complete circle. So if you want to buy a complete circle in 036, you need 12 of them, and that costs $95.40. And if you want to buy a complete circle in 072, you need 32 of them, and that costs $190.40. And so this is available on our website. And then Mrs. Muffin, being the smartest muffin, put this bridge together, just put the two sections together for you. And that's all you got to do is slide the bridge into the tab. And here we go. And I could probably even do that with the big screen. Let me see. Yeah, like this.
Oh, there you go.
Wow. I mean, aren't these terrific? I mean, come on, you guys.
They're beautiful. The Steve
Aren't they?
Nelson Memorial. Yeah, the Steve Nelson Memorial Room may need a second level.
Yeah, I think it does, Dr. Jack. Absolutely. I mean, the fact that you can get these and add them to your layout and get another level in there,
Incredible.
I think they're fabulous. So,
Hey, Steve, what's the height? What height will it raise?
yeah, well, the way they come standard is, I think I put it in the description here. Let me go back. Let me go back to that page so I don't do it from memory and do it wrong. So they are 7 3/4 inches tall, and figure you got 2 inches for the bridge, right? So you're going to end up with 6 1/4 inches of track clearance underneath them, right? So that's probably, it's probably not tall enough for auto racks, and he can make them bigger. When I talked to him about them, we could, if these are really popular, come up with another size of another height that we could do as a standard. But this is, on my layout, this is, that's pretty good. I'm 7 3/4 tall. That's kind of pretty close to where I would be on the bridges I have. So that's what they look like. Now we, a couple of guys in Saturday looking at them. We had them in the box up front, and they said, well, I don't use Atlas track. Well, why the heck not? This doesn't have to connect to any track you've already got. So if you're a big Gargraves guy, or you've got Lionel Fast Track or whatever, I don't care. Put a loop in, upper loop in on these bridges, and just use Atlas track, because the ties are smaller and they're plastic and they're realistic looking, and they'll hang over the edge of this. We had one guy came in and he was grabbing Atlas track and putting it on top of the bridges to see what it looked like. It looked terrific. And how would you attach it? You're going to ask me that next. So what I would do, I would attach, I don't know what he's done. What I would do is attach the track with clear caulk, like bathroom caulk, silicone caulk. My wife says she's correcting me again. Silicone caulk, and just put a little dab on the bridge, right? Just put a little dab on there. Don't have to put it everywhere. Where's my camera? There it is. Put a little dab on there every now and then, and it'll hold the track.
Little dab will do you?
A little dab will do you. I feel like we've heard that before, honey.
Real cream.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. We got signs for them all over the layout. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to show these to you. I added them to the website yesterday. I've got the smaller curves and risers and stuff in stock. He made a box for me, and he's making the bigger curves now. And I'm going to add a loop of this to our layout for sure. And but I think they're terrific. So I think he's to be congratulated for his creativity, and I think being a hobbyist like us, I think he's being very reasonable about price. I mean, he's not going to retire off this. I can tell you that. But and he's got his little
Steve,
production line set
if
up.
it's 6.25 inches, that will even work with the pantographs from either MTH or Lionel.
Yeah. Oh, they will, right? Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
had a GG1 or an FF2, you'd be okay.
Yeah, I just measured. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I wanted to show you that. I know I'm gone over 8 o'clock. Let's see
How
what else.
wide?
Yeah.
How wide is the top?
Inch and a half.
Inch and a half.
Yeah, I think that's right. I get Liz to measure it. I may be lying to you.
Oh, thanks.
She says inch and a half.
The height.
Is that what you're asking me? How wide it is here?
Yeah, yes, because that Gargrave's tracking.
Yeah, inch and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could put Gargraves on there. It's just the problem is Gargraves doesn't do 081 curves, they do 080. So, but he could, I mean, he's a swell guy. I mean, we said, hey, we want you to make a bunch of these for Gargraves.
The width is 1 3/4. The height is 1.5.
Okay, so you're saying the height is 1.5, 1.5 this way, and 1 3/4 here.
The top where the track
She says
goes.
it's 1 3/4.
Thanks.
Yeah. So single track, right? Yeah. Okay.
Are you paying her?
What am I? Shh, quiet. What if she heard you? That's why I keep.
She will on Saturday.
Yeah, that's why I keep the speakers really low.